I lived in Cabrini Greens, where I grew up most of my childhood, and I would say that some kids do not have a regular childhood because they see so many different things from fights and gang violence. It makes you think, am I going to actually leave my neighborhood one day? I thank BULD every day because BULD has guided me and helped me with every step that I needed help with. BULD is like my life. I can truly say that.
BULD was founded in 1969. The neighborhood was very different, and at the time it was founded, there were 2 or 3 key staff members and a few hundred kids whose lives were being impacted.
BULD grew out of a need to resolve the youth gang program in Chicago and to redirect at-risk youth into positive experiences. In its history, BULD has served more than 100,000 youth.
BULD's mission is to engage at-risk youth in the schools and on the streets so they can realize their full education and career potential and contribute to the safety and well-being of our communities.
When I think of BULD and I think of the need, I think of change. I think of positive impact. I think of growth.
What BULD means to Chicago is it makes a difference every day, no matter whether it's in schools or in park districts or anywhere in the city. BULD's there. They're there for the kids and the adults, and they make a difference in their lives.
They develop relationships of trust with the youth, which you can have a good program, but if you can't change the thought of the kids to really be open to it, you're not going to get through and be effective.
When I was a kid, life was rough and unbearable. I never knew how to appreciate life until I became a part of BULD & Company.
I dropped out. So I tell them, don't be like me. Do better.
These are our children, and this is our community, and a responsibility really to move them into a better place in their own lives. It started as an intervention program for kids that were already affiliated in gangs. The second program was prevention, to try and stem the flow into gangs, to get to kids before they had made a choice or been forced into an affiliation with gangs.
The prevention program is important because we get to work with the youth at a really young age.
So we currently now serve from the age of 6 all the way up to 27.
In schools, you're told to just leave your problems at the door, come inside and do the work. But if you have all this stuff going on at home, you can't do the work. But before I can talk to a youth about college, talk to them about doing well on an ACT, I think you have to deal with some of these issues and help them deal with these issues.
I went through many different type of traumas in my life, from getting shot, stabbed, to being incarcerated. From talking to young people and sharing my story, part of that makes me feel like I'm healing myself, but also giving back to somebody, making sure that they don't go through the same mistakes that I've gone through.
We have a 2-pronged intervention model that includes violence remediation, working with young people during the school day, and we also work with young people who have been detained or incarcerated in the Juvenile Temporary Detention Center.
Got caught up, did armed robbery. And those people gave me 26 years. Then BULD came back to me while I was in there. It gave me the ability to dream.
We do a lot of social interaction, civic engagement, even just broadening their sense of awareness. They're able to bring that back into their homes, their communities, even the classroom. And it's great to see a kid go from being just a great personality to being that driving force in the classroom.
Have faith in something. It doesn't matter what it is or how you do it, but have faith in it.
For so many years, BULD had focused on getting youth out of gangs, keeping youth away from violence. And Building Futures has 3 components: college prep, career readiness, and youth leadership development, to help youth to really create a sustainable future.
I got accepted to my first dream school, Illinois Wesleyan University. I got accepted to the North Part, Aurora University, Illinois State University, Marquette, DePaul, Beloit, Ball State, Roosevelt, Northwestern State University, and I still have 9 more schools to hear back from.
We have a model in terms of our programs, communities within Chicago that we currently do not serve, and for other cities as well.
You know, we've been in this one location for the 24 years I've been involved with BULD. The youth that we need to serve, the problems are moving further and further away.
The neighborhood we're moving into, Austin, is just a very exciting community, and it's great because we can serve the same kids we're serving right now who count on our services, but we can also expand south and west.
I mean, this is the best thing that could happen to the Austin neighborhood with BULD, because kids don't have anybody to look up to. Kids don't have places to go that they can be safe and someone can help them develop their skills.
Well, the new campus sits on 2.3 acres of open green space with a 10,000 square foot building. So different from where we've been for the last 42 years.
You join an organization because it works, and this one works really, really well. And if you look at all the things that it does, all the programs that it has, each and every one of them are successful. And at the end of the day, you have youth who live more fulfilling and happy lives because BULD was part of their lives.
No one organization can do this alone, and BULD partners effectively with organizations and schools and funders and others so that they can provide those types of services.
If we don't embrace them, no one will embrace them in a way that will enrich their lives and ultimately enrich our community and lead to the creation of a real American society that provides equal opportunity for everyone.
They start out as sluggish snails and then out of nowhere just turn into these phoenixes.
You can read a lot about an organization, but until you get to know the people whose lives are changed, it's night and day.
And love, that's what gets you. Keep love in your heart, and you won't go wrong.
I met so many wonderful people at this organization, and they keep me uplifted. It feels wonderful to know people.
Thanks to BULD, my future is a possibility.
Thanks to BULD, my future is safe. BULD has changed my future by giving me more opportunity.
My future is graduating high school.
My future is no longer impossible.
They have helped me to excel in my grade level and be the best that I can be.
Thanks to BULD, my future is great.
Bright, smart, and intelligent, and got me a new friend.
Thanks to BULD, my future is to be the first to graduate college in my family.
My future is amazing. Wonderful.
It's leaving a legacy.
My future is building community where people like me
have access to education,
a safe place, into a future.
Thanks to BULD,
my future.
My future.
My future.
My future.
My future is my responsibility as much as it is yours. Help us build.